Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dive stock breakdowns and timely investment insights. Today, we're putting two semiconductor giants under the microscope, NVIDIA and AMD, to determine which is the better buy for short-term traders and long-term investors. We'll examine their financials, competitive positioning, SWOT analysis, and more to help you make a confident investment decision. NVIDIA has emerged as the crown jewel of the AI revolution. With a market cap approaching $2.9 trillion, it's no longer just a GPU maker. It's the infrastructure backbone for artificial intelligence worldwide. Over 60% of its revenue now comes from data center sales, fueled by unprecedented demand for AI accelerators like the H100 and the soon-to-launch B100. NVIDIA boasts phenomenal fundamentals: $79 billion in trailing revenue, gross margins of 76%, and a net income margin near 48%. It generated nearly $29.5 billion in free cash flow over the past year, translating to a free cash flow margin of 37%, one of the highest in the S&P 500. Return on equity is a staggering 91%, and its R&D spending exceeded $8.7 billion to maintain its technological edge. NVIDIA is flush with cash at $31.4 billion. And despite a modest debt load of $10.9 billion, its financial health remains exceptional. AMD, by comparison, operates on a smaller scale with a $270 billion market cap, but it's quickly gaining ground. The company generated $24 billion in trailing revenue, with 47% gross margins and 14% net income margins. Its data center segment, led by EPK CPUs and MI300 AI accelerators, now accounts for 38% of revenue. AMD generated $3.1 billion in free cash flow over the past year, with a healthy margin of 13%. With only $2.5 billion in debt and over $6.1 billion in cash, AMD maintains a clean balance sheet. The company is also heavily reinvesting into R&D, spending over $6.2 billion in the past year to support its next-generation CPUs, GPUs, and AI chips. From a valuation perspective, NVIDIA trades at premium multiples that reflect its AI dominance and explosive growth trajectory. Its forward PE sits around 54x, EV/EBITDA at 46, and price sales at a steep 37x. Despite these lofty numbers, the company's PG ratio of 1.8 still suggests its valuation is justified by growth. AMD, on the other hand, offers more reasonable multiples with a forward PE of about 42x, EV/EBITDA of 27x, and price-wash sales of 11x. Its PEG ratio of 1.4 reflects a more balanced risk-reward profile for long-term investors. Looking at competitive advantages, NVIDIA is far ahead in AI hardware and software integration. The company's CUDA platform and ecosystem make it the standard for AI developers, which creates high switching costs and a powerful software moat. It also dominates the data center GPU market with over 80% share and has deep partnerships with hyperscalers like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Meta. Meanwhile, AMD has competitive pricing and growing traction in CPUs with its EPK line, often beating Intel in performance and efficiency. Its M800 series is gaining relevance in AI inference and training, but it lacks the deep software ecosystem that makes NVIDIA irreplaceable for many enterprise customers. However, AMD's acquisition of Xilinx adds strength in embedded and edge computing, which could pay off in the long run. Let's break down the SWOT analysis for each company to assess their strategic positioning. For NVIDIA, its strengths include its unmatched leadership in AI hardware, dominant market share in data center GPUs, and sticky software ecosystem like CUDA and TensorRT. Its weaknesses lie in its high valuation, reliance on TSMC for manufacturing, and exposure to geopolitical risks, particularly regarding China. The opportunities are massive, with sovereign AI spending, autonomous vehicles, and digital twins presenting multi-billion-dollar revenue streams. However, threats include increasing competition from custom AI chips developed by cloud giants, potential regulation, and margin pressure if demand normalizes. For AMD, its strengths include strong x86 CPU architecture, success in gaining market share from Intel, and a diversified product base that includes data center, client PCs, gaming consoles, and embedded systems. Its weaknesses are evident in its relatively weaker position in AI software and lower gross margins. Opportunities include growing adoption of EPIC chips, scale-up of MI100 accelerators in the AI market, and the long-term potential of Xilinx integration. Threats include aggressive competition from NVIDIA and Intel, delays in product execution, and challenges building a robust AI developer ecosystem. Technically, NVIDIA is trading near its all-time highs at around $1,180, with strong upward momentum and support levels at $1,020 and $890. It is slightly overbought on RSI, but remains a leader in institutional flows. AMD, trading at around $186, is nearing a breakout zone with resistance at $191 and support at $160. Its RSI is more neutral, making it a more attractive setup for new long-term positions. Looking ahead, NVIDIA is guiding for over 35% year-over-year revenue growth, supported by surging global demand for AI infrastructure and the anticipated rollout of its next-gen B100 chip. The company is expected to continue leading the AI compute cycle well into 2026. AMD is forecasting mid-teens revenue growth as its data center and AI products gain momentum in the second half of 2025. While AMD is not growing at NVIDIA's pace, its path to expansion is clear and may be underestimated by the market. So, what's the investment verdict? For short-term investors, NVIDIA remains the top pick. Its AI momentum, strong guidance, and institutional backing make it a momentum-driven trade with solid fundamentals. But for long-term investors, AMD is the smarter play. It offers compelling value, expanding capabilities in both CPUs and AI accelerators, and a broader growth runway. AMD's lower valuation, diversified revenue streams, and improving AI relevance position it for outperformance over a 3 to 5 year horizon, as the semiconductor market matures beyond early-stage AI hype. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below. Are you Team NVIDIA or Team AMD? Let us know what you're buying.